Do you remember the story of the boy who cried wolf? The kid kept pranking the villagers till one day there came an actual wolf and the villagers just didn't turn up to save the sheep. Arshad Nadeem's case is somewhat like that, except there was no pranking, no jokes here. Here was a boy who was in desperate need of funds. Nadeem needed his people, his country, the government, the sports authorities to pay heed to him, to listen to his cries for help. Like the appeal Nadeem made just earlier this year when he literally begged officials to give him the necessary help he needed in getting the right equipment to travel and train for the Olympics.
When I started off in 2015, competing in international events, I got this javelin. For an international athlete aiming to win a medal in the Olympic Games, you need proper equipment and training facilities. It has now got to a stage where the javelin is damaged, and I have asked the National Federation and my coach to do something about it before the Paris Olympics.
This despite winning a Commonwealth gold in 2022 and a World Championship silver in 2023 the very next year. What did they need Nadeem to do more to prove his worth? No one came. Why would they help a lone javelin thrower? What glory can Nadeem possibly earn Pakistan? Nadeem in fact went ahead and won gold, the country's first gold in track and field and the first ever individual Olympic gold medal ever for Pakistan. How did he make this happen? How did Nadeem do this? One, of course, his own grit and talent. He looks effortless as he runs in. His height is a clear advantage, but he has honed his skills. And that brings me to two, his mentor. Very few of those in his corner. One became his spiritual father, Rashid Saki, who was there with him through it all. From the time Nadeem would chuck bamboo sticks fashioned with a bent iron that he got curated by a local ironsmith to striking gold at Paris. The journey has been hard. Three, of course, most important, funding. Not by Pakistan government, not by the sporting authorities in the country or by political leaders, but by well-wishers. They say it takes a village to raise a child. It took a village to raise this Olympic champion. His neighbors, people who just heard of his dream and came forward to help him. Distant relatives, all pooling in money for him to travel, to buy a new javelin, to train. He wore second-hand shoes when he won gold at the Punjab Youth Festival in 2014. An official in an athletics meet in Nadeem's town, Mian Channu, saw him wear torn shoes and got him a pair of shoes instead. Arshad never trained in a gym for the longest. His mentor got one of his close friends who owns a gym shop to get Nadeem to train there, in a shop that sold gym equipment. That's where Nadeem trained, because the municipality gymnasium had no facilities. The town did all it could to help Nadeem, help him realize his dream. Nadeem started getting noticed only after Tokyo, but even so, no proper funding really came in. Now, after the gold at Paris, the floodgates seem to have suddenly opened up. The Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif was quick to post a picture with an old photo of him giving Nadeem a check, that too for just 1 million Pakistan rupees or $3,600. That doesn't even cover the cost of a javelin if you broke it in two. And the Prime Minister was massively trolled, not just for this, but also posting a video of him watching the javelin final, like he was invested in Nadeem. The Chief Minister of Punjab, Maryam Nawaz, announced a cash prize of 100 million Pakistan rupees, close to 359,000 US dollars, also saying that a sports city will be built in his hometown and named after Nadeem. She went a step further and gifted him a car with the number plate 9297, the distance Nadeem threw in Paris to win gold. Politicians doing their best to make sure their names are attached to Nadeem's glory. Pakistan People Party's Sindh government announced 50 million, which is around 180,000 US dollars. Sukkur city mayor has promised a gold crown. Well, Nadeem has already won the crown, hasn't he? He's a world champion. Little good this golden hairpiece would do him now. I guess the larger point of the story is there's no point in bolting the stable doors after the horse has run away. Nadeem had no one but his villagers, the town who believed in him, and that was enough for him to move the world, set a path for himself and fight for glory. Officials in Pakistan, political leaders all coming in with the awards and the rewards now after he's won the gold just looks a little silly. An attempt to get their names associated with the glory that is deservedly Nadeem's and his alone. It isn't Pakistan's because the country did not do anything when he needed them the most. If only athletes were encouraged, recognized and groomed in the earlier years. That's how you build a sporting culture and cultivate a future. Then again, maybe Arshad Nadeem needed this stepchild treatment compared to the Pakistan cricketers for him to truly realize his potential and inspire a new generation of athletes who will also look at javelin as a possible future career option and not just cricket.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for a future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Obviously today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
We'll start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital in Washington,